Hey guys, welcome to a new pick a card reading. So happy to have you here. I have a lot going on. They're doing construction on my street, so pardon any noises you may hear in the background. When I edit this video, I'll try to edit it out as best I can, but I do appreciate you guys, your patience with me getting these videos out. Honestly, if I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I've kind of been in this hermit mode for a while. Just reluctant to be social, to share how I'm feeling, and that includes doing these readings, which is not fair to you guys. But I am going to start being more consistent, posting more often as I was before. Again, we are all on our own healing journey. We all have things going on in our lives, but I do want to make 2026 this a priority. This channel, just creativity in general, just me wanting to and following my passions. And one of my big passions is this channel. I do love tarot. I've loved tarot for many years. It's something I'm very passionate about, and I hope that this year we can all grow together, this community, because I really love this community and I appreciate each and every one of you. Okay, again, so I have music on the background to kind of drown out the construction, so there may be a little bit of both. So again, I apologize. Without further ado, today's pick a card pile, pick a card, my goodness, I'm having a loss of words. Today's pick a card reading, there may be a message in there, is all about what you need to know right now. Like whatever's going on in your life, whatever's being highlighted, what your guides want you to know, just whatever comes through, whatever I channel, whatever the cards are telling us. We're just going to see what happens, see what comes through. I hope you guys enjoy it. And again, in the comment section below, if there's a certain type of reading or any kind of reading you'd like me to do in the near future, you feel free to let me know down in the comments section. I'm going to introduce you to each pile. Again, there will be timestamps in the description as always. There'll be 3 piles today, so I will see you after this intro, and I'll see you at your pile. Take care. Bye, guys. All right. Hello. Welcome to today's pick a card reading. So happy to have you guys here. As I mentioned before, so I'm going to just introduce you to the 3 piles, give you a close-up, and you can choose by the picture, by the message, whatever card you're feeling drawn towards, as usual. Again, the message, today's pick a card is just whatever comes through, what your guides want you to know, just the energies that are surrounding you, the main themes of your life. So for my pile 1s, you guys have this message with this little robot on here with self-reliance. I'll give you a closer view. The message says, self-reliance. I am a confident, capable, walking, talking, learning machine, and I practice total self-reliance every chance I get. Even if something's tough, I can probably do it. Even if something is new to me, I can probably figure it out. Or maybe just Google it. Oh, and no one needs to know that my self-reliance relies on Google, so shh. So that's for my pile 1s. These are the decks. They have these little unicorns on here. It's so fun. I've been seeing this unicorn imagery. Like, I got these cards from a book club. They're just some affirmation cards that were offered to me, and then I got this for my birthday from my friends. So unicorn is a big theme of 2026. It's the year of the unicorn. Well, it's really the year of the horse, but the fire horse, but unicorns are up there too. So there you go. Especially for shout out to all my Aquarius. We're unicorns for sure, my fellow Aquarians. So there you guys are for pile 1s, the self-reliance card with their little robot. Pile 2, you guys get this cute little mailbox. Looks like he's reaching out for some news. There's a letter, some kind of disconnect coming through, or maybe he's sending out a letter, because usually when the flag is up, at least in the US, that means that they're sending out mail. So maybe you are sending something out, communicating with someone, or you're receiving something. But the main message on the card has to do with receiving. So that you could be giving or receiving or expecting something, or sending out some kind of communication and you're going to receive something. That is a possible message for some of you in my group twos. So with this message, it says, receiving. I open up and allow myself to receive love in all ways from all directions. It may seem scary. What is better than receiving audits, bed bugs, or hate mail? I receive love and it feels so good that I decide to receive it some more, and then some more, and maybe just a wee bit more. Honestly, side note, I don't know if I'm allowed to say the H word on YouTube, but we'll see. I'm sure it'll be okay. And this also came out in reverse, guys. So there is some kind of disconnect, as I was mentioning before, when it comes to receiving for my group twos. So we have my pile threes, last but certainly not least, with this tree. He looks kind of grumpy. He's sitting down, dreaming about something, maybe when he was younger and fresher. It just does look like a nut of some sort, so planting of seeds. That may be a significant message for this group. We have roots coming through. I remember where I came from, for better or for worse, and I am so grateful for the person I've become, either because of or perhaps despite my upbringing. As I move through life, I keep growing and changing, but I can't marvel at the magnitude of my journey without reflecting on where it all began. So again, my pile threes, you have the roots card. If there's something in this message, whether it's this actual written message, the word roots, or the imagery here, then this is your pile. Again, take a moment to meditate on the pile or piles you're feeling drawn towards, the messages you're meant to receive at this time. And again, timestamps will be in the description, and I'll see you at your pile. See you there, pile. All right, pile number 1. Welcome to your pile. So happy to have you here. As I mentioned in the introduction, we are just seeing what messages are coming through, what your guides, what your spiritual team wants you to know at this time, kind of the energy that is around you at this time. You guys chose this little robot guy. I'm with the self-reliance message, talking about being capable of learning, of talking, of communicating, practicing self-reliance every chance you get. Even if things are tough, even if things are new, you can always figure it out. And then there was a joke about Google. Love it. So some of you may be jokesters in this bio. I also pre-selected some oracle and tarot messages for this group, so I'm going to share that with you now. And let's see here. You guys have the Justice card coming through. These are also with crystals. This particular deck is the Tarot Crystal deck. We have the Knight of Cups with Ruby. I'm also looking at this to see if everything is appropriate for YouTube. I think this is a pretty conservative deck, so I think we'll be good. We have the Queen of Wands with Tanzanite. We have the Ace of Wands with Clear Quartz. And finally, we have the Nine of Swords with Black Onyx. Okay. So these are your tarot cards. I'm gonna share with you guys some of your oracle messages, and then we'll get into figuring out what this all means for you guys. Zoom out just a smidge to fit more. You guys have the angel message with starting over. Angel number 210. You are presented with the opportunity for a fresh start and new beginnings. Release regrets and embrace the present moment with openness and optimism. Very nice message. I'm gonna hydrate. Make sure you stay hydrated out there. We also have the Dead End. This is an archetypal card. I'll definitely read from the book to get us a better idea of what this means. It looks like everything's interconnected, but also like a web that's being weaved. Or he looks a little trapped. So, very interesting for my pile ones. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to see what we got going on here. Let me move some of my stones a little bit further back. So, you had the Self-Reliance card. You guys have Justice, the Queen of Wands, the Nine of Swords, Knight of Cups, and Ace of Wands. So there's definitely a lot of different things going on here, this group. There's something new with this Ace of Wands that's standing out for me. Obviously with the starting over and the Ace of Wands, there is something new that's coming through, a new breakthrough, a new beginning. You're taking action on something. You're starting over in some area or aspect of your life. If we're going on the other cards in this spread, we have something that's bringing more balance with the Justice card. And we have the Queen of Wands. She's about self-reliance, taking action, being authority figure. So this could be career related for some of my group ones, people in my group ones, for some of you. We have, what else do we have going on here? The Knight of Cups. This could be a new emotional start for some of you. This could be, it could be like a new beginning in a relationship, whether that's friendship, family, or romantic possibilities. And a significant relationship may be starting. Again, for everyone, it's going to be a little bit different. And then the Justice, a literal interpretation. Some of you may be dealing with some kind of court situation. With the surrounding cards, there may be a bit of anxiety when it comes to this situation, but it looks, the other cards that surround it seem pretty positive to me, so the outcome is looking pretty favorable. It looks like a new start. Things are going to work out in your favor. Something is ending. For some of you, this could be like some kind of anxiety over some kind of situation, whether it's with a work, with a job, with a relationship, with a court case. You may be feeling a lot of anxiety and worry that it's not going to work out, but with the surrounding cards, this is a reassurance that things are going to work out, that justice is going to be served. You're going to have this new beginning. You're going to be more confident, more sure of yourself. You're going to take control of your life. You're going to find more balance. You're going to be more inspired, emotionally fulfilled, taking actions towards your dreams, this new beginning. You're going to be, more independence with the self-reliance and the Queen of Wands. She's like about independence, striking out on your own. Some of you, this could be about being like a boss, a new position of authority. You could be an entrepreneur of some sort, or you're creative. You could create art, music, writing, content creation. Whatever it is that you do, it seems like it's being highlighted with this message that your guides are like, yes, you are going to have this new start. You are going to move past this uncertainty, this anxiety, this Nine of Swords energy. And you are going to have this new beginnings, but it's going to take balance. It's going to take feeling emotionally fulfilled. And it's going to take confidence. You're going to have to take inspired actions. You're going to have to step out of your comfort zone and take risks to have this new beginning. But it's definitely there for you. There is a new start for you. So that's what's coming through here. Pardon me. I'm going to read the guidebook with this message about the dead end, just so we can get some more context on what that means. It's going to take me a moment to look this up, so I'll be right back with that message. All right, my pile number ones, I'm back. This took quite a bit of time for me to find, which was, I don't know if that's a message in itself, but I kept overlooking it when I was trying to find it in the guidebook. So let's read out a little bit more about what this dead end message is all about. So this talks about the closed door, the final chapter, the impasse. The impasse, not impasse. I don't know why I was trying to make it more French. The impasse. Contrary to what its name implies, the dead end is very much alive. It is a force that stops us from moving forward as planned. It is thick, dense, uncompromising, a wall beyond all walls. With every bramble, thorn, and stone, it simply states, "No more, child. You have reached the last page of this chapter." It is natural to resist its very resistance and struggle even harder to make our way, to prove our point, to hold on to what is, what was. In this way, we fight with life itself. From a mythic perspective, the end you face is very much a beginning. There are doors opening all around you, just not the ones you planned on walking through. If you are honest and courageous enough to accept, adjust, and adapt, the dead end becomes known as life's beginning. When this card comes in the light position, we have acceptance, humility, relief, reverence for change. When it's in the dark or reverse position, this is talking about inertia, stuckness, tension, unconsciousness, gripping. Note that in most stories and movies, the moment the protagonist reaches the dead end, something riveting happens. You are the protagonist. Wow, you are the protagonist of your own story, pile one. Reflect on the dead ends in your past that led to unimaginable wonders. The moment you accept the ending, a feeling of grace will arise, doors begin to open both inside and in the world. Wow, that's very powerful for my pile number one. So this is talking about something that is dead, something that's ending. It's over. You have to acknowledge that this is the end. So you can have this new beginning, so that you can see and open to this new beginning, to these new possibilities, to these new doors that are opening up. So this may be an energy you been in for quite a while, feeling like you're stuck, you don't know your way out, you're trapped. Like I said, we have this Nine of Swords here. This anxiety, these self-imposed limitations that you put on yourself with all this anxiety, feeling like there's no way forward. But the truth is, this is the end and the beginning. The beginning of the end of the beginning. I'm being very philosophical right now. But quite honestly, guys, I think that this is your time. You're the protagonist of your own story. It's up to you to take the inspired action. You have a lot of wand energy. You have a lot of passion, a lot of willpower behind you with the Ace of Wands and the Queen of Wands here to take the actions that you need to take to have these new beginnings, to explore these new beginnings, these new possibilities. But we just need to, again, we need to walk through those doors. We need to accept that what is past is over and it is time for this new beginning. It's time for change. It's time for renewal. We're starting over. So we just need to acknowledge that there's no further way for us to go on the path that we are on now. So it's time to start over. Wow, I love how these cards are all interconnected too. So something's ending so something new can begin. That's kind of how life is. Life moves in cycles. And that's what's happening for you guys right now. Let's pull some astrology messages if we can get a better idea of like what area or areas of life this may be in, because it looks like it can be many different areas for many of you. So let's see if we can get more specific information about what area or areas of life this is happening in. Okay. I already see the Leo card, which is giving me some ideas here. Ooh, okay, yes. Okay. Oh, wow, okay. Okay, so I'm going to show you the cards you got, and then I'll explain them a little bit. You have the Leo card with I Will, number 17. I'll give you a little bit close up of the imagery here. Okay, so we have Leo energy coming through. You have the Sun with number 1 with Spirit. So Leo is ruled by the sun, interestingly enough. So a lot of sun energy, a lot of, like I said, solar plexus energy, a lot of willpower, passion, drive, fire. You may have Leo in your chart or maybe be a fire sign. There's a lot of fire in this particular spread. But regardless of what your astrological chart is or whatever, but this is what's going on in your life right now. Leo is also a very creative sign. It's about our energy, like our, what is that word? Like our, like where our power comes from, where our drive comes from, how we are able to drive forward. Leo is also about authenticity. So for many of you, this new beginning may be involved just having a life that's more true to who you really are at the core. Okay. We also have part of fortune increase, number 45. So for many of you, this could be like an upgrade when it comes to your financial situation, or it could be increase. It doesn't have to be money. It doesn't have to be monetary. It could just be this is kind of reminds me of the Wheel of Fortune. Things are turning in your favor. So something new can begin. So whatever area in your life that you've felt stagnated in, stuck in for quite a while, things are going to change. As soon as we acknowledge this dead end, we're going to be moving into this part of increase, part of fortune. The wheel is always spinning. New cycles are always beginning, but we do need to allow what needs to end so we can have these new beginnings, have these new cycles. And then you also have the 7th house with partners, number 31. So for some of you, this could be about love. Maybe there's a new person coming in, a new love interest. For some of you, this could be your current relationship. Maybe there's going to be more passion, more drive, more balance, because you had the Justice card too. Maybe financial increase when it comes, maybe your partner is going to get a raise or a new job, or maybe you are. This could also be with business partnerships if you're not interested in romance, or that's not what this is about. Maybe you're focused on your work right now, so this is about maybe getting a raise, starting a new job. But there's something that's new that's happening for you, that's kind of being gifted to you by all the work you've put in, by the universe, by you ending these cycles. There's this new beginning that's coming for you. You just have to be open to seeing the opportunities for what they are and taking hold of them. So that is really beautiful. And then we also had no, we didn't have the 9th house. I'm sorry about that. I was thinking 9th house in my head. But that could be that there is some kind of spiritual, for some of you, those of you who are spiritual, there could be some kind of upgrade when it comes to your spiritual gifts, because I was thinking of the 9th house, which is where my Leo sits in my chart, and that's why I thought of it. But regardless, there could be some kind of message for some of you about some kind of upgrades when it comes to your spiritual world. Some of you may be called to start a spiritual business, or maybe a spiritual group. Yeah. Let's see. Anything else I'm seeing here with these connected? I kind of covered what all of these could mean. Yeah. So let's pull a crystal for you. And then a couple other messages for my group ones. What do they need to know at this time? What do their guides want them to know? Wow, you got some crystal messages for sure. You have amethyst, which is a very beautiful healing stone. In fact, I'm actually wearing an amethyst necklace, so that's kind of interesting that came out. So again, that's you guys. Got the amethyst. Amethyst is very healing. It's very beautiful. We also have wolfenite here. And then we also have tumbled stones. So I'm going to look in the book and kind of give us an idea of what this could mean for you guys. So I'm going to be right back. All right. So the amethyst message in this particular deck talks about positive transformation, spirituality, and meditation. Again, I'm talking about a spiritual type of stone. So you are being urged to embrace your shadow side. Take an inventory of all aspects of yourself that you are afraid to show the world because you perceive them bad or inadequate. Meditate on these qualities. Acknowledge them, see how they serve both you and others, then love them and bring them to your heart. When you realize that every aspect of you serves a purpose, there will be no need to deny half of who you are. Just be yourself and understand that there's nothing in your life to fix. There are simply aspects of yourself yearning to be embraced and loved. This is a time of profound change, a time of positive transformation, which will have a lasting impact on every area of your life and to some degree on those around you. Yeah, this reminds me of the message where I was talking about authenticity with the sun showing up here. Leo too, energy, but that being more authentic, true to yourself, and that includes integrating like the shadow side of you. And having that ending is acknowledging that, hey, like we did all the healing we needed to do, and it's okay that we have this shadow side to us because we don't need to keep going. We just need to accept that this is a part of who we are. And once you integrate and accept this shadow aspect of yourself, then you can have this transformation, this new beginning, and you can see it for the gift that it is. So the very thing that maybe you struggled with for so long may be the very thing that liberates you in the end. That's the message that's definitely coming through here. So we have that card, that message. And then we have the tumbled stones with these different stones. And this message talks about here it is. It talks about rainbow healing. Wow, see, I did mention healing. Today marks a new beginning, the start of a new beginning, a new way of looking at life and the world around you, be it in dreams or through beautiful rainbows. You're being infused with light and blessings. Relax. Surrender your concerns to the universal light of love, and allow this wondrous healing to occur. You will soon find that others are attracted to you. Many will come seek your help and advice, for you are a beacon of light unto all. In the near future, you will empower others with your love and wisdom as you help them see their inner light and beauty. You are a natural-born healer who heals through the power of love. Well, that's very beautiful. You are a beautiful rainbow healer. And then finally, you had the wolfenite message, the wolfenite stone. Excuse me. This is about preservation, duality, and psychic awareness. Yeah, this is a very spiritually psychic group. Your powers of perception are strong at present, and you will experience a heightened awareness of others' thoughts and intuitively understand their motives and actions. By drawing this card, you are being encouraged to follow your feelings and instincts. Rely on your intuition rather than what others say. Follow your gut feeling, for in doing so, you will preserve the integrity of a project or situation which is dear to your heart. In this instance, you are being encouraged not to listen to the conflicting opinions of others. Listen instead to the guidance which stems from your soul, and all will work out well. Like I said, you had the Justice card come up in this reading. All things are going to work out for you. You just have to listen and trust in your gut and your intuition, and things are going to work out for you. It's a very beautiful message for my pile number ones. Okay. Actually, I'm going to leave that here. I'm going to put these here, and we're going to pull a couple more messages to like close out the reading, get some more last minute information. that we're meant to receive at this time for my pile number 1s. What else do your guides want you to hear right now? I'll put these back. Okay. Am I missing one? I feel like I took one out. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Yeah, this was your third step. All right, so now that we have all these cards here, let's pull a couple more messages. Let's get a message from your angels and your ancestors. What do they want you to know at this time? What do you want to tell my collective of my group 1s? You'll have Air Guardian with Shift Your Perception. And we have Shalon Master. Be graceful in movement and action. Again, we have a message about taking action, but we're being graceful, mindful about the types of actions we're taking. We're taking inspired, aligned actions that are authentic to our soul. And then with the Air Guardian showing up, this is talking about seeing things from a higher perspective, maybe a more detached perspective, being more emotionally regulated when making decision making. This may just be the kind of how like with this new start, you may become more logical when it comes to this new beginning. You may just be more detached, see things from a higher perspective. You may have the ability to see the things you've been through and gone through from a different perspective when you accept this ending and do this integration work when it comes to this past, your past. And we're moving into a new beginning. So we're having an ending of this cycle. And you're going to be able to see things from a different perspective. Let's see. One last message from my group 1s. What do they need to know? Okay. We have time. We have music. Interesting. We have a couple messages, actually. We have angel. And rainbows. Look, you have the rainbow message. You had the, where did that stone go? My goodness, the tumbled stone had the rainbow message. And you have a rainbow, double rainbow. So rainbows may be a sign for this group that this new beginning is about to happen. If you see a rainbow, that may be a sign that you're going in the right direction. Maybe a sign that new beginnings are on the horizon. So definitely look out for rainbows. Rainbows are they're very spiritual. They do have a spiritual meaning. They have the full spectrum of colors that can be connected to like chakras. So this is talking about alignment. Rainbows are often associated with like past loved ones. So this is a reminder that your loved ones are with you. You have a guardian angel watching over you and guiding you as you have this new beginning. So you are protected, you are guided. So definitely look out for rainbows. And then these stones that I've mentioned may be significant for you as well. Maybe wear them on your person. Maybe you will come across someone that's wearing them or see a picture of one of these stones. Music may be significant for this group. Some of you may be musicians. Maybe you find music to be very healing. Maybe you just enjoy listening to music. Music may be part of this new beginning, whether it's maybe you want to be a DJ and you start, or maybe you're a singer and you're going to put your music online, or maybe you are into sound healing and maybe you want to become do sound baths and help heal others with your beautiful music. Whatever it is, whatever your connection is with music, just know that this is another confirmation and sign that you're going in the right direction whenever it comes to music. And listening to like music lyrics, for instance, or certain songs, there may be some messages that are coming through that your guides want to share with you. So you may be receiving messages through music of some sort. And then with the time coming up here, the time is not linear. It doesn't work the same in different realms as I've said in the past. But divine timing is at play when it comes to this new beginning, but it seems like the time is now. I can probably like roll the astro dice to see if we can get like a better idea of like how soon this new beginning is happening. But again, this message is giving me like it's going to happen when it's meant to happen. But obviously, we've gotten many confirmations that this is happening. Like currently, we're in it right now. So things are changing, things are ending. We have a lot of, if astrologically, things are moving and shifting into different signs. So a lot of things are moving into Aries from Pisces, literally from the last sign in the zodiac to the first sign in the zodiac. So there are going to be lots of changes for the collective in general. I wouldn't be surprised if the other two piles have similar messages about new beginnings. So wrapping up old cycles and new beginnings. So let's see if I can channel some last messages and roll my astro dice just to get a last message for my pile ones when it comes to this new beginning. What do they need to know? We have Uranus. So the planet Uranus. We have the 10th house, career house, or just how people see you. This could deal with more than just career, but it's often associated with career. And Pisces, the super spiritual zodiac sign, and it's also the 12th sign in the zodiac. So some of you may have Pisces midheaven maybe in your chart. Maybe your 10th house is in Pisces. This is about change that's happening in the 10th house. The 10th house has to do with how people see you, perceive you. So this could be a change in your title, like whether you're changing your job or you go from like employee to manager, or you're a cook and now you're a musician. Or this could also be like you were single and now you're in a relationship. So it's not just about work. It can be about just how the public, like how people see you and view you. Some of you may be taking on a leadership type role, like an entrepreneur type role, or a leader of some kind of group or in your community. That may be for some of you guys. With Pisces here, it's also spiritual. So it could be that some of you may be embarking on some kind of spiritual work, like offering some kind of work as like a healer, a mentor, some kind of something in the spiritual realm, an astrologer, a tarot reader, whatever it is. You may be starting a new journey when it comes to your spirituality, or you may be sharing more of your gifts with others, whether this is just your close loved ones or your community or online, however it is that you want to share this side of you. But it is going to be more public and you're going to be more well known for whatever this thing is. So that's definitely coming through. I'm just going to check in with my guides and see if there's any other channel messages for the collective of my pile ones. I'm hearing you're going to be having a lot more clarity of how to move forward. That's coming through. Confidence, 1333 on the camera as I say that. A lot more confident, sure of your path forward, of this new beginning. Many of you may be self-employed. I'm getting that message. Starting your own business is coming through for many of you. Or maybe just a creative of some sort. Maybe you're making your own music. Through your creative endeavors, you may be making money that way. Starting your own business that way. Your solar plexus chakra is being activated. So yeah, I did mention like you had the sun energy card come out. So that's about your authenticity, your power, your willpower, your drive, your ambition. That's definitely, and you had like fire You have the Ace of Wands and Queen of Wands, and that's like fire. That's like fire, so it means action and movement forward. So that's definitely coming through. I'm hearing clear vision. So again, that message where things are becoming more clearer and sure of what you've envisioned for your life and how you want to move forward in your life. You're a visionary. I'm hearing about something about love. There'll be a lot more love in your life. This new beginning is going to be very filled of love. You're going to be following your desires, your what you love to do. You're going to move forward with that in mind. Yeah, some of you, this is about relationships as well. I'm hearing love and relationships. So some of you may be meeting someone new, perhaps having this new significant relationship, this new beginning with a person, or it could be a restart in a current relationship, possibly, for some of you that are already with someone. Okay, so I'm hearing something about astrology coming through, and it's talking about relationships, and it's talking about a certain type of housing system within astrology. It's called Placidus. So some of you that are interested in astrology or want to look into it more, there may be something that has to do with your 7th house when it comes to your Placidus chart. So be sure when you're looking up your sign, your chart, that you do it in Placidus instead of whole signs. There may be something that is being activated in your chart. Maybe there's a planet moving into your 7th house. So definitely look into that. And that may give you a better idea of what is going to be, this new beginning is going to look like for you. Or maybe get a reading from an astrologer. That's my recommendation. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate your continued support of this channel again. And I will talk to you guys soon. Bye. Pile 2, welcome to your reading. Welcome to your pile. So happy to have you here. As I mentioned in the introduction, today's reading, we're just going to find out what your guides want you to know, what's happening to you, for you, what's changing, whatever it is that comes through, we're basically finding out. 22 as I look at my camera. You guys chose the receiving message with the little guy with the letter with his hands stretched out, with the receiving message. This talks about opening yourself up and allowing yourself to receive love in all forms from all directions. And it may feel scary for you, but it's better than receiving audits, bed bugs, or not nice mail. This is talking about receiving love and how it feels good for you, and you get to decide how you want to receive this love, and even more. So you may be receiving more than you anticipated is the message. But it did come out in reverse, so let's find out what that entails. I don't know if it's necessarily like a reversal deck. I'm just taking it as how it fell, because I feel like Spirit has a message. I'm just using my intuition and reading what's coming through. I have to take a quick drink, but I did pre-select some tarot cards and some oracle messages, so let's get started. See what those are. You have the 7 of Coins with the sulfur message. This is a crystal tarot deck, so it has the actual what it is, the 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Coins, and also associates it with a crystal. We also have the King of Wands with Larimer, but that is in reverse. Let's see here. Actually, I don't think that was in reverse. I'm so sorry. I think that was upright. I think I flipped my deck. So it's upright with the King of Wands with the message Larmar. Okay. Yeah, I think these were all upright. We have Death, the Death card with number 13 with Jet. We have the Four of Coins with Apotholite. I like that stone. That's like kind of a cool stone. FYI. We have the Ace of Cups with the Corbalto Calcite. So cool. We have a New Beginnings. Group 1 also had an ace. And interesting. So New Beginnings. I did mention like the astrology kind of things are moving into Aries, which is the first sign of the zodiac. So there are new beginnings, I feel like, for the collective on a collective level. So things are changing. Your Ace of Cups is about love. You literally got the receiving card with the message about love. So love is definitely being highlighted in this reading, whether that's self-love, romantic love, friendship love, love for life, love for whatever it is you do for work. We're about to find out exactly what the love message is, but love is definitely coming through for my pile number 2s. I was going to call you pile 1, so maybe there's a message to pile 1 for you. Possibly. We also have 2 angel messages. We have the Empowerment and Stability card. Empowerment's 898. Stand in your power to embrace your true potential with confidence. Interesting. You also had the Stability card come through with 444. That may be a sign to look for. That this new beginning's coming in for you. Angels are guiding and supporting you, providing a stable foundation for success. So, very beautiful. We also got, I got an archetype card for each group. You guys got the Forest. Very beautiful. Look, it's got some rainbow imagery. Group 1 also had a rainbow message. So, again, if you were feeling drawn towards group 1, there may be a message. I'm going to set him right there. Let me look at the tarot cards, the oracle cards, see what intuitively comes through before we get deeper into your reading. You have transformation. The Death card is here. That definitely stands out. So there's definitely a transformation occurring for my group number 2s, my collective of my pile 2s. There's something transforming, something changing in your life. It could definitely be you're feeling more empowered. You're standing in your truth and your power. You're embracing your potential with confidence. You're also building stability. You're building the foundations for your success with the Stability card coming through. So that may be what's transforming. This could be literally for some of you, you're building a house, or you're building a business, or you're building a relationship. So there's something that's you're building stability in. It could be in your finances. It could be in lots of different areas of life. But you did have the Ace of Cups here. So that's leading me to believe. And you also had the Four of Pentacles. So this could deal with money, your stability, your self-worth. Yes, I'm feeling like more self-love, your self-worth. I think that, okay, when I put them together, that's what's transforming it for many of you. And then like with the 7 of Coins being here as well, this could be like reaping the rewards of all the work that you put in, or even planting seeds for the future by building this foundation. So a little bit of both. You're kind of looking back on what you accomplished, and then you're also planting the seeds for your future by building stability. And part of that, it could be your emotional stability. It doesn't have to be your financial stability, even though we do have pentacles here, or it could be both. Maybe you're healing your relationship with money. Maybe you are investing more in yourself with your money, with whether that's like spending more time doing self-care, like getting massages, going on retreats, just loving yourself more, taking the time to rest. What else did we have here? We also had the King of Wands. And that's the empowerment message. You're stepping into your truth, your power. You're becoming more confident, sure of yourself, and your place in the world, about what you want in life. Yeah, that's definitely coming through with this King of Wands. This could be a leader in some way as well. This may be coming just like the inner authority of your own life, becoming the authority of your own life by setting boundaries, by practicing self-care, by building stability. That just may be the type of energy you're moving towards, is this becoming this King of Wands person. Okay, and then you also had the Forest message. I'm going to look in the guidebook and going to read what that message says, so I'll be back shortly. All right, pile 2. This is the Forest message. It talks about the woods, the thicket, the jungle. Consider for a moment your earliest memory of the forest. It's likely it included all of the mythical dynamics of this archetypal space. A little fear, a little enchantment, perhaps losing your way, perhaps discovering a secret mystical treasure such as the magic of the forest. It requires first that you enter it, and that you get lost within it. You may think that there is a path to lead you straight through, but soon enough you will be on what is known as the pathless path. There are tricksters here, dense foliage and entanglement, but equally present are the glimmers of fairy light and friends among the trees. You're on an adventure now, and there's no turning back, so embrace the dim light and the moving shadows, whether literal or imaginal. Brave the forest and get lost getting found. So when light, this card represents magic abounds, childlike wonder, and adventure. When dark, it represents concealment, density, and savagery. If you get off the forest without feeling lost, then you were only in a little grove of trees. The great archetypal forest requires we spend at least one night frightened for our life. Oof, that's a little intense, but all right. The hunter, the maiden, the crone, and the shaman make regular appearances in the forest. Don't be surprised if these cards come up together. Let the narrative reveal itself. Those are other cards that could be connected to this card, but obviously for this, we only had this card come through for this pile. But if that's something you're interested in looking more into, maybe there's one of those archetypes that you resonate with. So feel free to do more research on your own when it comes to those archetypes. But this is giving a really interesting imagery about getting lost. So it's possible that maybe you were lost for a while in the dark woods and you kind of went off your path a bit. But it's saying the gift is that life is an adventure and it's not a straight linear path. So it's okay to get lost because you're always going to find your way. You just have to know how to know that there is light at the end of the day. There is light to be found within the dark forest. So, and that this beautiful rainbow imagery is giving that the light can be found in the darkest of places is the message that's coming through for me. Okay, I'm going to see if I can zoom out a little bit more. Beautiful. What are we thinking? Let me just do one more little burp. Okay, there we go. All right, much better. Okay, so now we're all good. Okay, let's move on to the next message. Anything else I wanted to speak on when it comes to the forest? I don't think so, but let's pull some astrology cards to get a better idea of what areas of life you may be building this foundation in, that you may be transforming. So for my pile 2s, okay, wow, okay. I didn't really have to ask much. Your cards just kind of flew out. That kind of happened to you when I was doing your tarot cards and all that too earlier. You do have lunar eclipse with change. I will look up and see when the next lunar eclipse is coming because I feel like it's coming really soon and what sign it'll be in and everything. You also have Mercury retrograde, which I know is coming up because I've looked this up for myself because there was a message coming through. There is a Mercury retrograde that's coming up in February. I think it's in Pisces with reinvention, number 51. Okay. We also have Grand Cross with Provoker with 47. Excuse me. Oof. So there may be some tension. There may be some difficult placements, transits in your chart. Maybe squaring Pluto, maybe squaring something in Pisces. Currently, Saturn's in Pisces. Maybe you have natal Pisces placements. But whatever it is, there is some kind of tension that's forcing this new beginning, this new stability that we're building. But I'm going to get back to you on what area or when we're having the next lunar eclipse. All right, guys, I am back. I looked it up. We do have a lunar eclipse coming up on March 3rd, and it's happening in the sign of Virgo, not Pisces like I was thinking originally. And that happens to be where the South Node is currently. So there may be something that we're letting go of, that because the South Node talks about something from the past that needs to be let go of. So this change may involve letting go of something. Whether that's a relationship, a way of relating, a way of expressing yourself, the way you show up, your emotions, your emotional world. Some of you may have like 12th house Virgo or something like that. This Virgo deals with like service. How can you be a service to others as well as yourself? It deals with health related things. Some of you may be having health issues. Maybe that you're transforming your health in some way for this pile. You're reinventing yourself with this Mercury retrograde. But Mercury is about communication. Ruled by, it's in the Gemini. Actually, in Virgo is one of the ruler. Virgo is ruled by Mercury. So maybe you have a Virgo Mercury natally, or there's some kind of significance. Maybe when Mercury is in Virgo, there may be something that happens significant when it comes to this group. Something may be changing around that time. I think Virgo season is around September. So anywhere from August to October, there may be some kind of activation, some kind of reinvention, some kind of change when it comes to the way you communicate. Yeah. And then, or way you become of service to others. And then obviously we're letting go of something as well. So yeah, I think this is a way, like, this has to do with a lot with how you love. So this could be like how you love yourself. And then once you realize the value for yourself, you're able to extend that onto others in some way, in some capacity. So that's what I'm seeing this as. Okay, so lots of change and transformation for this group. And yeah, there may be some tension when it comes to these changes, these endings, because the South Node isn't an easy energy necessarily. So yeah, there may be a little bit of tension when it comes to letting go of these past beliefs around love, self-love, and whatnot. Okay, yeah. So I still wasn't able to get like besides like self-love, like particular areas of life, except for like South Node and the way you communicate. And Virgo does talk about being of service and also deals with your health and your day-to-day and everything like that. So your routines. Virgo is also very organized, they're really good at routine, consistency. They're very helpful, organized. They want to be of service. So that's the main themes of Virgo. So yeah, you may be reinventing how you show up or how you can be of service to others. That may be the main themes for many of you in this group. And then obviously we have the stability card coming through. Okay, I'm going to pull a couple more messages, get some crystal messages, get some messages from your angels, and see what comes through for my group twos. What do they need to know? What do their guides want them to know? Their spirit team. Okay, and we got some messages coming through. Interesting. We have malachite. We have Australian agate. We have tiger iron. Interesting. We have gold with quartz. We have carnelian, and we have green selenite. Lots of crystals came through for you guys. Wow. Okay. So let's see what some of these crystals mean for you. For my group number 2s. My collective of my group number 2s. Okay. So with the green selenite, we have healing, tranquil pleasures, daydreams, and imaginings. This card, kind of dreamy, murky, kind of gives me a forest vibe actually with the green imagery. Life is a river of dreams. Relax and enjoy the journey. Again, about that message about the journey. Over the coming days. Wow, so this may be something that's happening to you within days of this reading. You will find yourself daydreaming, envisioning your life as you would truly love it to be. Your thoughts are bathed in the tranquil pleasure of love, romance, and ideal relationships. Yet these imaginings aren't fantasy. Rather, they are glimpses of the future. You are entering a time of great joy, creativity, and tranquility. This time, your dreams and wishes really do come true. Keep an open heart and mind, and above all, trust in the magical and healing power of love to transform your life. A period of great joy and happiness is just around the corner. So, yeah, for many of you, this love, it could bring a lot of joy and pleasure, and it could bring romance, not just self-love, but romantic love. For those of you that are single or looking for romantic love, that is definitely coming through. And then we also have the gold with quartz message. Okay, so this one. And this talks about physical grounding, abstract ideas, and inspirations. You may have several wonderful ideas and inspirations that are filtering through into your physical reality. These ideas and inspirations stem from your soul to help you manifest many of the things your heart has desired. Again, this is about your heart chakra, about love, and this is about manifestation, about grounding, because you had the Four of Pentacles with the stability card. Yeah, this is 4s are definitely important for this group. You're grounding, you're rooting your ideas into the physical. Your intuition will be strong over the coming days. So again, within days, a lot of this is going to be happening and activating. And you will have a greater sense of the universal spirit that flows through all things. Through this, a newfound sense of joy and wonder emerges, one which transforms your life. Give thanks to this blessing and allow it to inspire and illuminate your heart and mind. Your ideas and inspirations are divinely guided, so trust them. Wow, that's so powerful. Let's see, we also had a couple more. Pardon me. You had the Malachite message. This is about healing, chain, insight, and loyalty and patience. So this is about support and healing, the Malachite here. It's a time of positive change. You're letting go of past regrets, guilts, and this will pave the way to positive and inspiring future. This is talking about how guilt and regret stem from a misconceived belief that you could have acted differently in the past. And if you had done so, things may have turned out better for you or others. But the universal law is such that it's impossible for you or others to ever lose anything without gaining an equal amount in return. Life is always held in perfect equilibrium. You are currently failing to see the positive effects of your past action, choices, and decisions. Look carefully and you will realize that many positives exist and that life is forever changing and unfolding in accord with the higher will of your soul. There are no mistakes, for ultimately all serves a purpose. All is designed to help to expand our awareness so we can embrace greater spheres of wisdom and love. Bless the past and let it go. Know that everything you have ever said or done or think or have failed to say or do has served a positive purpose for you and others. There's an affirmation for the Malachite. It says, there is no right or wrong choice. Every choice I make is perfect at the time, for it leads to an outcome that is necessary for me to grow in love and wisdom. And then you also had a couple more. I know you had a lot of stones, but there's a reason for that, I believe, that somebody came out. Tiger iron is, I'll just give you like the main. We won't go too far into it. Mental clarity, grounding, assertiveness, vitality, and fun times energy, if you know what I'm saying. Hubba hubba. The affirmation for the tiger iron is, I may not have the power to change the world, but I have the power to change my perception of it. And then you also have the carnelian. Carnelian is very healing, I believe. It's about creativity, healing, energy, calmness, grounding, again, grounding, and stability, which is 444. You got the message stability, so the carnelian may be a significant stone for this group. This wonderful crystal offers protection and healing. It dissolves sadness that you may have recently experienced. It calms your thoughts, eases your anxiety, helps express your emotions. Yeah, I mentioned your emotions, and stimulate your creativity. You are encouraged to take up a creative pursuit or hobby. Start to express yourself in whatever way you choose, without judgment. Working with color will be especially helpful at the moment, as it can stabilize and heal your emotions. Over the coming days, you will begin to feel a renewed sense of peace, joy, and wonderment in life. Give thanks for the wondrous blessing you are receiving. Very beautiful. And then we have the Australian agate, which is about perception, strength, courage, and stamina. Your power of perception, along with your mental and physical body, are presently being strengthened. So you're being given the courage and energy to tackle what seems at present to be complex and a problem. This problem involves someone who is compatible with your ideas and principles. You are being urged to stand your ground. This is for some of you that may be dealing with a difficult person. And you are being urged to stand your ground and keep your calm. Don't allow yourself to be psychologically or emotionally bullied. All concerned will soon realize that the truth is that you've already known for quite some time. This particular person is not the person they present themselves to be. All right. Those are all of the crystal messages. I know that was a lot. But it seems like you're grounding, you're embodying more joy, creativity. You're becoming more stable and grounded. There's a lot of healing going on, taking place. You're very protected. And manifestation is coming through for you in this group. So let's grab an angel message, or a message from your angels and then your ancestors, and see what they have to say when it comes to my group ones. What do they need to know at this time? Group 2, not group 1, I'm so sorry. What do my group 2s, my collective, my group 2s need to hear at this time? What is happening for them? We have angel that's came up in group 1 as well. So you have a guardian angel. You're being protected and guided at this time. This is being reinforced with the feathers. You have a guardian angel watching over you, or someone in loved one in spirit. We have the tree of life, wisdom and knowledge will come to you now. And the tree reminds me of roots. Family may be a big theme for this group, or building a family, something to do with your family, healing something around your family, around your stability. That's a big, big message for many of you. We also have 3 monkeys, and this is about choice. You can choose to see what you want to see, hear what you want to hear, say what you want to say, and that could be for good or bad, like it's up to you. What do you want to say? How do you want people to perceive you? What do you want to do? This is about following your passions, following your heart, but it's up to you. You have free will when it comes to this aspect of life. So let's get one last message from your ancestors, your angels. What do they want you to know for my collective of my group 2s? What is the collective message for my pile 2s? Okay. You have the B card, which I love. The summer card. Back to joy and light. Again, that message about joy. So this is the new beginning for you. You're going to be feeling more joyful, more lighthearted. You're going to be a lot more creative, finding a lot more abundance, just in whatever it is that you do. Things are going to seem lighter, more lighthearted for you. You're going to be more creative. We have the trader as well, to exchange energy to create abundance. So some of you, you may be embarking on some kind of creative endeavor, and maybe trading whatever it is you do for another service. So for instance, if you're an artist, maybe you trade with someone that is a massage therapist, and you're like, hey, I'll paint you this picture if you give me a massage. That sort of thing. Trading gifts and services for something that you're receiving in return. So like, yeah, that's just an example. Or this can be more transactional, like you're providing a service and you're receiving monetary something in return. And you did have the receiving card at the beginning of the reading, I believe. You had the receiving message. So you are going to be receiving a lot more abundance, a lot more love. You're going to be feeling lighter, more joyful. There's going to be a lot of less emphasis on like the material around scarcity, and a lot more just about having fun and following your joy and your passions. And then the money will just come naturally. You're also being devoted and more committed to your creative endeavors, to your joy, to your happiness. This is something that's being prioritized, and that's where you're having this new beginning. We also have Unleash the Wild Within, She-Wolf. So you're being more authentic, more true to yourself, doing what you want to do, disrupting the system, maybe not surprising people, doing things, starting things that they didn't, trying new things that they didn't expect of you. Yeah, that's definitely coming through for this group. I'm going to roll the Astro Dice, get one last message, and then check in to see if there's any other channel messages for my collective and my pile twos. What do my pile twos need to know? What is happening for them? Oh, Destiny. We have the North Node coming through. And we have Aries. Oh, so funny. Okay, yeah, that's great. And we have the second house. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so yeah, the second house deals with your stability, your self-worth, your voice, it's basically the house of your self-worth, how you treat yourself, how much you value yourself. This is transforming and changing for you. And Aries is about new beginnings. There's a new start. They're very fiery. They're about taking action. So you're taking action when it comes to your finances, your material realm, also your inner world, like your self-worth and whatnot. And then with the North Node, this is about destiny. There's destined change. These financial things are meant to change. You're meant to receive this abundance. You're meant to have this heal your relationship with the material world. Have this new beginning, this new opportunity when it comes to, maybe this is more about making money in the way that you want through your creative endeavors. I can see that for many of you. It's following your destiny, your soul, what your soul is leading you towards, trusting in yourself, being devoted and committed to your dreams. That's definitely what's coming through, being more authentic and true to who you are. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if many of you just follow your passions, and this could make your life look completely different. You could quit your job. You could go on an adventure. Maybe you travel somewhere, become a nomad. Maybe this is you starting some new hobby, maybe something you've always been passionate about, or maybe just trying something new that you find out you're really good at and you turn it into a career. It could be a lot of different things for different folks, but this is definitely the overall themes. Let me just tune in and see if there's any other channel messages for my collective and my pile twos. What do their guides want them to know at this time? I'm hearing happiness, definitely coming through. Again, I'm hearing like You may be having some upper chakra activations when it comes to your third eye, like your intuition and maybe your crown chakras, maybe your throat chakras, because that has to deal with your expression, your creativity, how you express yourself through your voice, through your inner knowing. I'm hearing about being prepared. Something about a surprise. So something that's going to happen for you is going to bring very surprising to you. Maybe you're going to be more successful than you realized. In this, whatever it is that you're pursuing, committing to. Some of you, there's something about a car loan. So maybe you're going to get a loan for a car, new car, or be receiving a new car. And that may be a surprise that you're receiving. Maybe you're surprised that you qualified for this car loan. Something about a loan of some sort. Many of you, it's around transportation. I just got a 2121 on the clock as I say this, as well as a notification, so confirmation. I'm hearing tower moment, so I know we didn't get the tower card, but there's going to be some kind of transformation, change, rapid change for this group. So expect the unexpected, expect this transformation, this change. Yeah, those are the main messages from my pile twos. Thanks for being here. Thanks for supporting me, supporting this channel. It means so much to me. If you like this video, please do give it a like and subscribe my channel if you have not. I'd really appreciate it. What else? Take care, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye. Hello, pile 3. Welcome to your pile. Welcome to today's reading. So happy to have you here. As I mentioned in the intro, today's reading is just a message you're meant to hear at this time, whatever comes through, whatever your guides want you to know. You guys I'm going to introduce you to my pile 3s. My pile 3s chose the Roots card with this tree. This card talks about your roots, where you came from. It talks about being grateful for the person you've become, either because of or despite your upbringing as you move through life. With the message, I keep growing and changing, but I can't marvel at the magnitude of my journey without reflecting on where it all began, which is your roots. So there may be an emphasis on where you came from, how you grew up, where you grew up. You may be dealing with themes around your family of origin, around your hometown, around the people you grew up. Maybe there's some beliefs you inherited from your family of origin, for better or for worse. We are a product of our beginnings. So that's the message that's coming through. I did pre-select some tarot cards, some oracle cards, so I'm going to share those with you right now. You guys have the angel message abundance with 888. Financial abundance and success are on the horizon. Stay focused and disciplined. So a very positive message coming through for my pile threes. Each group also got archetype cards. You guys are the only group that ended up with two. You have the shaman and the riddle. Very interesting cards. We will read on what the meanings are of each of these cards a little bit later on. But first I'm going to share your tarot that I pre-selected for this group. We have the Eight of Wands. Zoom around a little bit more. We have the Moon, but in reverse. This is the Moon card. It did come out in reverse, which is not necessarily a bad thing. We also have the Devil in reverse. It's definitely a positive sign to see that come out in reverse often. We have the Three of Swords upright and the Hanged Man. So very interesting cards for my pile threes. So what am I seeing with your tarot cards? I'm seeing forward movement with the Eight of Wands. Things are changing. But we do have the Three of Swords here and the Hanged Man. So with these two energies showing up in your reading, there's a need to heal something, a wound. This may be some wounding from childhood, perhaps some family wounds, some belief systems, maybe a relationship with a parent, maybe it could be lots of things. We'll have to do a little bit more investigation, but there's something that needs to be healed. You need to see something from a different perspective before you can move forward. For some of you, this could deal with themes of forgiveness. When it comes to family, when it comes to beliefs. But yeah, I feel like this is very centered around how you grew up, with the Roots card being at the heart of your reading. And in order to have this abundance, we must first heal this wound around the family of origin, or just where we came from. Something we believe, something we've held with us is needing to be released or seen from in a different way. Perhaps this is you, despite your obstacles, to see that despite everything that's happened to you, you've been able to overcome this, and it can be used to your benefit in some way. But your heart, you need to heal your heart first before you can move forward. So those are the main messages. The Devil deals with addictions. It deals with cycles. It deals with temptations. So maybe you are ending some sort of cycle that exists in your family of origin. With the Moon in reverse, this could be something, a breaking of illusions. You maybe learn, like something may be revealed to you when it comes to how you grew up or your belief systems. This may be something you've done. Maybe you've done a lot of healing around your family of origin. This could be about ancestral healing as well. It doesn't have to be just like generational healing. It could be maybe you're healing your ancestral line for future generations. That could be what you're meant to do. And that is how we'll reach this abundance, as we'll have to break those cycles, those generational or ancestral cycles, in order to step into this forward movement and this abundance. And this Three of Swords could represent your ancestors, all the pain that they've held on to, and you're going to be the one to finally free them from this pain. So that's very powerful. Let's pull some more messages for you guys. But first, actually, let me look at the meaning of these two cards, the Riddle and the Shaman, from my little book. And yeah. All right. So for the riddle message, we're going to read from this lovely book, the Archetype Guidebook. For the riddle, your guys' meaning with this card talks about the puzzle, the question, the mystery. When the riddle is present, one must stop searching for the right answer. It cannot be found, and ultimately it is not important. Rather, there must be a shift from the literal to the metaphorical, from logic to mythic. You're thinking too small and literally about the situation. The riddle card appears when the energy is deep and mysterious, like the elusive wisdom in a Zen koan. Focusing harder won't do it. Neither will increased effort. Time, surrender, and humor are your only allies. What feels like the most pressing dilemma won't reveal its deeper wisdom for a long time. Eventually, you'll learn a profound lesson from the riddle. For now, get comfortable with the limitations of your intellect and the reality of not knowing. It may, in fact, be the only reality there is. So, when light, this is about a great awakening or aha moment. When this is in the reversed or the darker position of this particular archetype, it talks about manipulation, deceit, and trickery. To go deeper, practice the Buddhist I don't know mind. Who am I? The only way to work with a riddle successfully is to not work. And then it's food for thought. Ponder these koans. The coin that's lost in the river is found in the river. If you meet the Buddha, kill the Buddha. Interesting. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that word on here. I may have to edit that out. Anyways. All right, I'm going to set that here. And then we're going to read the other card that you got, which is the Shaman card. And then we're going to kind of reflect on what that could mean for you guys. So the Shaman message talks about other words for shaman, the magi, the sorcerer, and the medicine woman. 3 archetypal ingredients constitute the shaman, and all must be present in order to reveal its magic. First, the shaman is activated by a long-standing and diligent study, the mentor. Second, its orientation is generously and accurately aimed toward the healing of the self, the other, and the culture, the healer. And third, the shaman has a knack for finding doorways to the other world, allowing psychic visions and old magic to leak into this world, the unseen. In this way, the shaman is the master who bridges the everyday and the sacred, revealing potent power needed desperately in our time. Yet where there is power, there is shadow. So the shaman must be vigilant in studying the darkness, their darkness. This card reminds us that the force of healing is ultimately not our own. We must shape it and share it with the world. So when light, this card stands for fearless, student, and practitioner. When it's dark, this talks about overpromising, blaming, hurt self and others. To go deeper, read Black Elk Speaks and Michael Tucker's Dreaming with Eyes Open. Contrary to popular belief, the shaman archetype appears in every vocation. Teachers, directors, surgeons, politicians, and poets are just a few of the faces a shaman may wear. The shaman can't be rushed. Working with this archetype requires study and perseverance. Think of it like brining or marinating. The content must ferment every fiber of its being. Wow, that's powerful. Okay, so you guys have the riddle and the shaman. So I feel like my group 3s, you guys are very spiritual. You may feel a calling to learn more. You may be very psychic, like psychic, like gifted, psychically gifted. There may be gifts that you have. Perhaps some of you are pursuing shamanic studies, maybe to study to become a shaman, maybe indigenous cultures. Maybe you are indigenous yourself. Maybe you have some kind of ties to this sort of work. This also talks about the unknown and the unseen. You did have the moon card, and I was originally interpreting as like things are being revealed. And that could still hold true, but it may be over time. So it may take time for things to be clear to you. Perhaps you are unclear on your path forward. Um, you're in the dark, and there may be reasons behind that. Maybe you're the student still, maybe you're still learning. Maybe you are in transition to becoming this shaman. I'm thinking of the shaman also as like an expert, the teacher, the student, and just like being like everyone else. You're no different than everyone else is kind of how I'm interpreting the shaman card here. You're just a little bit wiser and you can see things from a different perspective. Kind of a bit like the hanged man that came up. It's kind of giving me hanged man vibes here. This is a lot about spending time alone, going within, discovering who we really are, and what we want out of life. Yeah, I'm feeling a lot of that energy with this group. We're also healing. It did talk about healing. So you're also healing this wound that I still am saying probably started from childhood, or it's an ancestral wound that we're healing. So it's going to take time with this riddle coming through. And the only way to work with it is not through logic, but through trust, through surrender, through humor, So we're not forcing something, we're surrendering and we're accepting what is. And we're trying to make the best of our current situation. That's kind of the energy I've felt like I've been in for quite a while, and I feel like that's an energy that's with me right now, so I can kind of really relate to this pile. I also feel like I am working on this mastery, this shaman, and I am a student, I am a teacher, I feel like we're all students of life, right? Honestly, I think I'm wanting to be this shaman, but it takes time, so patience is something you may be learning with this hanged man energy. I know you probably want to charge forward. We did have the Eight of Wands here, but I feel like all in divine timing, things will happen when they're meant to happen, and there's no way of logic, like being analytical or using your brain to get out of the situation that you're in. Only time, and wisdom. It kind of gives me Jupiter energy. You may have like strong Jupiter in your chart as well, because I feel like it's a very Jupiter type of energy. So that's a possibility. Maybe you're ruled by Jupiter. Maybe you have Sagittarius in your chart, Sagittarius ascendant, maybe Pisces ascendant. Could be for this group. Let's pull some more cards to get some more information. Now let's pull some astrology cards, get some messages for my pile threes. What do they need to know at this time? What's the astrology for my pile threes when it comes to my pile threes? What they need to know at this time? Okay, interesting. You've got the South Node. This is about letting go, surrendering, life's debts. And this could be like past life stuff, like I was talking about, like ancestral. You may be healing your ancestral line. This could be released something from a past life. This is something deeper than just you. This is about more than just you. This is about other people, other debts, whether that's from a past life, whether that's from your ancestors, your family of origin, whatever it is. It's definitely coming through. We also have Capricorn energy coming through with IUs. Capricorn is like slow moving energy. It's about being disciplined, patient, hardworking, consistent. But it is slow. And it did mention with the riddle card that things are not going to move quickly. And the shaman also, it's a process. There's 3 different things going on. You're being the student, you're healing, you're a student, and you become the teacher. So it's a process. And it's going to take time. So it's important to embody this Capricornian type of energy, to put in the work, to surrender any kind of expectations of the ego, especially. Like the ego probably wants forward movement to happen quickly, for change to happen, but Capricorn is saying slow down, build your foundations on firm ground. There's a need to slow down. That's kind of what I'm getting with this message. Sorry. Is there any other astrology messages for my group 3s? Any other astrology messages for my group 3s? Yeah, okay. That's nuts. Okay, we have 7th house with partnership. So it's interesting that the 7th house came up. 7th house deals with, this could be a romantic partnership. This could be friendship. This could also be, if you're an entrepreneur and you have clients, this could also refer to clients. So some of you may become entrepreneurs or have some sort of business, or maybe you are some kind of healer and you help others, and this is linked to your 7th house. So 7th house is definitely coming through for this pile. Maybe you have a 7th house Capricorn for some of you. And the back of the deck, you do have the 10th house. So how people perceive you, what you do for a living, how people see you. So that is coming strong. So that may be the main themes of what your guides want to highlight at this time. Maybe you're trying to figure out your career, your path forward. Maybe it's been very foggy and unknown to you. And before you can move forward, you're meant to heal this heartbreak. Do this. You must heal. You must learn so you can become this wise teacher. And things may be unknown to you, and you must just surrender and go with the flow. And kind of humor may be a helpful tool to use along the way because it will take time. Let's see. Let's pull some more messages for my pile 3s. What do they need to know? What do their guides want them to know at this time? Let's pull a couple crystals. Okay. You have the lapis lazuli. Ooh, that's a powerful crystal. It goes with this Capricorn energy quite well. You've also kyanite. Ooh, okay, yeah. Starting to get an idea for this group. You also have calcite. Yeah, okay. I'm going to read from the booklet on these different crystals as well. So sorry about the background noise. There's a trash truck coming by. I do believe that's a message in itself. We're releasing these things we no longer need. We're clearing out anything that is no longer needed. So let's see what we have. We have calcite. Oops, I went right by it. Of course I did. Okay. The keywords in this calcite card, this one right here with this white crystal. Energy, vitality, enhanced memory, study, communication, and expansion. Your energy levels are on an increase, and you will soon feel a newfound sense of vitality and enthusiasm for life. An exciting new venture is in store. You will find yourself communicating your ideas and feelings to others with clarity and certainty. People will pay attention and will want to be part of your venture. Calcite is also about the expanded awareness which stems from knowledge, study, and learning. This magical crystal will assist you in your studies and enhance your memory. It will also help you put your knowledge to good use in ways that expand the possibilities for your life. So yeah, I feel like many of you may be students learning something and you're meant to share it with the world. Communicate with the world, whether that's through writing, through speaking, through art, whatever it is that you do and the way you express yourself. You're meant to share that knowledge that you gain from the studies, your studies, whatever it is that you're studying. For many of you, it's going to be like esoteric in nature, something kind of spiritual, because it's a very spiritual group. But it doesn't have to be, but it's... Sorry, I just hit the camera too. Let's pull a message and see the lapis lazuli and kyanite. We have... So, kyanite, intuition, ideas, and dreams. This crystal here. Pay attention to your intuition and your dreams over the coming days, for you're being guided towards deeper spiritual understanding and insight. Through this process, much of which occurs subconsciously or in your dream state, a rather ingenious idea will surface that will radically change your views on life, particularly your career. Yeah, I did say that career was being highlighted for this group as well. Kyanite will help you ground this idea as you discover ways of practically applying it to your everyday life and work. However, do not try to force the process. That's what I was saying before with the shaman card and the riddle card. That forcing isn't going to work at this time. Trying to be analytical, kind of try to get your way out of this. It is meant to surrender and allow it to manifest organically. The idea will surface when you least expect it. Simply relax and allow yourself to be open to new possibilities and insights. Know that they already exist within you in an abstract spiritual form. Okay. And then you had the lapis lazuli message as well. This beautiful crystal here. Here we go. Which talks about protection, power, and expansive thinking. Lapis lazuli is a highly spiritual crystal that helps cut through illusions. Again, with the illusion, with the moon card you had here, and the shaman card. This expands your thinking in ways that serve to empower you. It is not time to let go of. Is it not time to let go of an outmoded way of thinking or belief system which no longer serves you? Again, when I talked about your roots and your family foundations. There is nothing to fear, so just be yourself. You will soon find yourself thinking outside the square, and in doing so, you will begin to unlock your true and unique potential. Be a leader, not a follower. Dare to be different, and success is yours. You have the ability to mentally and emotionally rise above all that you encounter in life, and in doing so, a clearer picture emerges. So yeah, this is my spiritual group. This is my entrepreneur group. Many of you are meant to share knowledge, wisdom, healing with the world in some way, some capacity, and you're meant to be paid for it. That is the message that's coming through clearly for this group. Let's see here. I'm going to pull a few more messages for this group, and I'm going to clear the area so we can get a little bit more in depth. All right, pile threes. I've cleared the area. We're going to pull a couple more messages, get some messages from your guides, your ancestors, your angels, see what they have to say when it comes to my group threes, my collective, my group threes. What do they need to know at this time? For my pile threes, my group threes, what do they need to know at this time? Okay. You have the Sun card. Beautiful. Enjoy success and happiness. I think this came up in one of the other groups. We also have the Arrow. Surround yourself with protective energy. You need to protect yourself. You also have the Direction Guardian. Choose your path. So that's very interesting. Let's see if I can go like that. Perfect. You had quite a few cards that actually came through. This is giving me the Eagle card, see things from a higher perspective. This is giving me Hanged Man energy. Okay, so we have the Eagle, the Sun, the Direction Guardian, and the Arrow card. We also have Summer, which is about joy and light. This also came up in, I think, one of the other groups. I think it was group 2. So if you were feeling called to the other group, there may be a message, an additional message in that pile. Kind of connect the Summer and the Sun here because they have very similar messages. We also have the Traveler card with move in a new direction. This is also giving me Direction Guardian energy. So I feel like a lot of these cards are kind of related. We also have Shalon Master, be graceful in movement and action. So there's those. Beautiful. Okay. All right. Anyways, regardless, some of these aren't in my viewfinder very well, so I'm going to see if I can. Okay, right there is fine. Okay, perfect. So what am I seeing with all these cards here? I am seeing things are moving, things are changing. You're moving in a new direction. Some of you may be going back to school. Some of you may be learning from someone, getting a mentor of some sort, a teacher of something. You're going to be learning something new. You're going to be also very excited about this new beginning. You're going to be happy, successful, joyful, with the sun being here and the summer being here. You're going to be more clear. You're going to eventually become more clear on your path forward. But there is a need to protect yourself with the arrow card coming through. So this could be about setting healthier boundaries with other people, whether this is family members, friends, just anyone you interact with. The type of people you surround yourself may be very important at this time. You may be prioritizing surrounding yourself with people that you can learn from, grow with, some people you can learn from. There just may be some shifts and changes when it comes to that, a need for that. To protect yourself and your energy too, knowing when to walk away from a situation, knowing what to put your energy into and what not to. This is you learning, like setting boundaries and learning what you want out of life and what you don't. And this has to do with all areas of life, really, when it comes to your friends, your family, your relationships, your interests, how you show up for yourself and others is what's coming through. And with the Shalon Master here being graceful in movement and action, you're being more discerning. You're taking the time to really decide what you want and how you want to show up for yourself and others. You're not rushing into things. You're not being reckless. Perhaps that's something you struggled with in the past. People are going to see you in a different light is the message that's coming through. They're going to be surprised because they've always seen you as this one thing or being this type of person, and you're transforming, you're changing just who you are. What you stand for is changing. So that's the main messages coming through here. Oh, funnily enough, at the back of the deck, of this ancestor deck, you have the moon card coming through. Take note of intuitive messages. So yeah, pay attention to your intuition, pay attention to your dreams. Trust in your inner knowing. Trust in your dreams. That's definitely coming through for this group. Let's pull a couple more cards for my pile threes. What do they need to know? What do their guides want them to know at this time? What are the messages for my pile threes? What do they need to know at this time? Okay. A lot of you guys are getting angel. I think this came up in both of the other groups. This is just saying that, reinforcing that you are protected and guided. You have a guardian angel at your side as you go through this transition. We have baby coming through. Some of you maybe for some of you, we did have the roots cards. Some of you, I'm kind of getting a different message here, are birthing something into this world. For some of you, it's a little baby. Maybe you're starting a family, and maybe that's what you're healing. You're healing your things are going to be different when it comes to this family that you're creating. You have done the work. You have cleared your generational trauma or your ancestral. Just like you've cleared the way, paved the way so that your children and your children's children don't have to hold on to this ancestral baggage from the past, because you've ended the cycle of that. So for others of you, this could be about fertility. This could be about birthing something new into this world, a business, a project. it could be a book, like maybe some of you are writers, just something is being birthed into this world, or you're going to be sharing something, bringing some new idea to the world. This could be through your studies. Maybe you will share something or learn something and share something, or bring some new insights about something that already exists. That's definitely coming through for this group. Okay. Back of the deck is travel. Some of you may be traveling. Part of this journey you're going on may involve literal travel. That's for some of you. I'm going to roll the astral dice, get some last messages, and maybe get some channel messages from your guides and angels just to see what it is they want to share with us at this time. What are the channel messages for my collective of my group threes? What do they need to know? We have the 5th house. That makes a lot of sense. We also have Gemini. That also makes a lot of sense. Okay. And we have Mars. Yeah. So Mars is about moving forward, taking action. You have a lot of fire energy, sun energy. You have the sun card and summertime. Summertime may be significant for this group. The 5th house is ruled by Leo, and that is summertime. Also, Gemini is also in the summer, so summer is being highlighted. The 5th house is the house of creativity, of dating, of your inner child, or having children. Yeah, so children are being highlighted here, or inner child. Healing is being highlighted here. Creativity is being highlighted in this house. Communication with Gemini being here. Some of you may be communicating some kind of thing that involves you being creative. This could be like writing, or maybe you're a songwriter, a singer. Or there's some kind of fly in here, guys, and it's in my camera, so sorry about that. Some of you are some kind of sort of creative, and you're going to be birthing some kind of project into the world, and that's being highlighted, and you're going to be communicating something. Guys, I'm really sorry about that. Okay, I'm back. So as I was saying before with this Gemini energy, there's something you're going to be communicating, whether it's through writing, through music, through some kind of medium that involves communicating to others, being creative, and taking inspired action. That is being highlighted with this group. That is what your guides want you to know at this time. Some of you may have Gemini in the 5th house, or Gemini Mars. What else am I seeing here? Yeah, for a lot of you, this is about aligning towards your purpose in life. That's what I'm getting from this group. You're going to really follow your joy, is what your guys are saying. That there's a need to focus on your joy and what really gets you going. It's really important that you express yourself, be authentic and true to yourself, and share your creations with the world. That's really being highlighted at this time, whether it's like a hobby you have, or if it's like it's through the work that you do. It's really going to help others, and it's going to bring you a lot of freedom and a lot of joy, a lot of happiness. Yeah, there's a need for originality, authenticity in the works that you're putting out into the world. This must be something that you're passionate about, excited about. And for many of you, this is something you're learning or about to learn or wanting to learn more about. For some of you, this could be astrology, because I do have the shaman card and it has like stars here. And it's kind of giving me astrology vibes. For others of you, I'm getting writing or speaking, communicating in some way. Maybe you're a content creator. I'm hearing honesty, that you're going to be more truthful and honest, true to yourself, expressing yourself authentically, being more honest with others, and that's going to really resonate with people. And you're going to recognize your gifts, and people are going to recognize you for your talents and gifts. So that's something that's coming through. Yeah, art is coming through. Art is something that's been coming through. So some of you may be artists, express yourself through some kind of art medium, whether that's painting, drawing, knitting, or some of you this may be something that you should do to help you express yourself more authentically. Maybe by being able to do art, it'll help you get your creative juices going. So some of you may be literal artists, and other of you may just benefit from being a more creative person and pursuing hobbies or something like that. Yeah, I'm hearing many of you may be writers too in this group. There may be some writers in this group. You may get your work published. Perhaps it's something that you're studying and you end up getting published for whatever it is that you're studying and learning about. This is going to liberate you. You're going to feel a lot freer, a lot lighter when you start pursuing these creative expressions and take a more creative path in life. You're going to be very magnetic, become very magnetic with this hobby, this talent of yours. So those are the main messages for my pile number 3s. I hope you like this reading. If you did, please like this video and subscribe to this channel if you have not. I appreciate you guys all so much. And until next time, I'll see you then. Bye.